welcome to this week's episode of Honestly Smartless. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay. And I'm their friend, I think.
And this is
Olivia.
Today's guest is Olivia. She's a professional makeup artist. And we here in the studio are so excited. We're going to actually have a makeup contest because Lindsay is all things girly and beauty. And she is going to test her skills up against Olivia's professional. Olivia, how long have you been an artist?
I think at the age of 12, I became professional, a makeup artist.
Wow. So these two are going to go toe-to-toe, and we're going to see who's actually better. But a real fun thing is we're going to tell funny stories. So we'll see how well they can apply makeup while I'm laughing. So welcome to this episode. What's the look that you guys have agreed on?
Well, I think we're doing natural.
We're natural caramel filter on Instagram is the look that we're doing.
Great.
Yeah. So warm, bronzy vibes. Nothing crazy.
How are you guys going to do it? You're going to split a face?
Yeah.
Just remember, I literally have to walk out with one half. So
Okay, wait, tell me about your makeup experience because this is how I know makeup is from watching 10,000 hours of YouTube.
Oh, of course. That's how every girl, I mean, that's like your rite of passage as a woman is to have to figure it out as yourself. No one teaches you. My mom didn't sit down and show me how to do makeup.
Oh, me either. I don't even think my mom owns makeup.
Oh, my mom has so much makeup. I would definitely feel her. But I think my most like iconic makeup venture was when at 12, I would just use like watercolor paints and put them on my face and go to school. And at the time I was going to like a super Catholic school that was run by nuns. And it was in New Jersey. I don't want to talk about New Jersey though. That's like
okay.
No,
that's I mean like that's a real
like a shame.
you put a lotion under my
Yeah, I did a little moisturizer.
Wait, did you put anything on your face yet?
She feels moisturized.
Moisturize for sure. You just put some sunscreen.
I have to do
Okay.
it because she's a professional.
Really, what my goal for today is to steal all of your tricks so then I can be makeup artist quality.
I think like the biggest thing I've learned is like less is so much more.
No
like
kidding.
Seriously, it feels like I hate having the feeling of makeup on my face. I think everybody does.
Yeah. I get paranoid. That's kind of my problem. How much is just the right amount when it's a day look?
Like so little. And I mean, there's just ways about applying it that I think it just like makes more sense, at least to me. You just build what you need. You know, you don't just like start with something super heavy and then have to like feel like you have to take it off.
Do you know how to do a cut crease, Olivia?
I do. That was like peak 2016, which so I graduated high school in 2015. So that literally I had eyebrows on that were like halfway.
It
was so bad. I'll send you a picture.
Like a block of an eyebrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was really bad. Like I've like scoured those pictures from the internet.
Oh yeah.
It was really bad. Okay, I'm gonna start with your eyes.
I'm going to be different. I'm going to start with your face.
I think that's great.
I know that you are supposed to start with your eyes, so then all the fallout gets swept away when you're done. But
I love that you're like, I just want you to know, I know the rules,
but like I'm doing it different.
but I do know it.
But I do know them.
That's perfect.
Don't think less of me.
That was something I learned.
Wait, do you also do eyebrows first? I've seen people do.
Yeah, I do brows first too.
I feel like I get way too much makeup in my eyebrows.
Yeah, I think you just kind of have to figure out like what. Like I try to avoid my eyebrows when I'm putting like foundation on and stuff. So I just like make that effort. But
I've tried that, and then there's like a white box around my
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's hard, especially when you do the lighter concealer or anything. It can be weird because it doesn't. That always has bothered me about eyebrows. It doesn't match the skin underneath.
I know,
and I hate that. There's also this thing on TikTok recently where people are not putting makeup on their foreheads.
That's interesting. Are they wearing a hat?
No, fully exposed, but with your forehead out.
But your forehead gets a lot of sun.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you think that you'd put something on?
I would think. I mean, I don't know. The like texture is off too because you can see your skin. So I don't know. It's weird.
I've got really oily skin, so I feel like I need to mask the oil as much as possible all over.
What do you do for that?
Well, I have a new mattifying foundation. I'm not really a big primer girl anymore.
I don't do primer.
It just felt like it was like falling up underneath my makeup.
It does.
And yeah,
especially if you do like, skincare. Yeah, and then the primer and then the foundation. It's like I have stuff on me and it feels uncomfortable.
So too much stuff. And then I guess it starts with the skincare, like the niacinamide.
Oh, that's a great one.
Products. And then I also have acne, so there's just like that stuff going on. And then I really like this Fenty foundation.
Oh yeah, my mom uses that too. She really likes it.
Soft matte.
Nice.
Chelsea doesn't like a matte.
Are you more dewy girl?
She's a dewy girl.
Dewy girl too.
I shouldn't have given you that tip.
Well, we have to agree on a mutual.
I know. Let me see what you're doing with the eyeballs over there.
Oh, I'm just giving her a little bit of a base. I like this shade a lot.
Yes, you do. What palette is that?
It's Laura Geller. It's really gross, actually.
It's okay.
It's not that old, but I got it in. I get the Boxy Charms, you know. And I got it in one of those, and they always send me really nice palettes.
This Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. You know how old this is.
I still have all of my Naked Smoky palettes from high school.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have everything.
I had to throw some things away because I feel like I'm gonna get an eye infection.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use it. I'm like such a hoarder. I can't. It's hard for me to let go of things.
I am. Do you see my basket over here? It was
do have a basket
before. Yeah, this is all my everyday things too.
Some light brown out of corner kind of a vibe. And then I might just do a little bit of shimmer in the middle. Do you guys know Tana Mojo?
No.
You should know her.
I know of her, but I don't really know what she does. This is an interesting way to do makeup because I can't even really tell what's going on because we're doing it from the side here.
It's such a good for a makeup competition.
I know. It's really going to be a reveal to both parties.
Her silence is so loud.
It's so nice not to have to talk. Honestly,
and I never thought I'd hear you say.
I know, right? Yes, I'm very happy and content right now.
Oh, I love that.
Little massage for your eyeballs.
Chelsea's not really a spa girly or makeup goods. So yesterday, her friend Ken gave her this giant box of PR that his daughter Hannah gets because she's an influencer. There was this giant box from LG Luxury.
It's like similar to the Advent boxes we're getting of products, and it was big and pink. And I knew it was going to make somebody very happy, so I let Lindsay open it because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good product or not, right? And then she let me have the thing she didn't like. So it was so nice.
Thank you so much for letting me have this box. You can have 3 things out of here.
She's like, well, you can have.
Do you want me to use the same foundation that you used on her?
Sure.
Does that sound like a plan?
What products that you're using?
True Match, Lumi Glow, L'Oreal.
Is that the one I gave you?
Album.
Like all circled back around.
Huh.
What'd you do on the eyes?
A little brown. I did a little gold shimmer in the center and
a little eye corner,
like a little pop. God, I'm really professional.
Okay, so tell me more about your professional makeup experience.
So I'm not actually a professional makeup artist, but I have my cosmetology license. So theoretically, that's qualified.
That makes you a professional.
I did used to go and do wedding hair for 4 or 5 years, and did enjoy that, but it got to the point with COVID. I was really sick of touching people. People are assholes too.
Were people coughing in your face?
Of course. And they were ripping their masks off. And this is also in Boulder. And so people were either super cool with it and accommodating, or they'd be like, this is bullshit and this is the government. And I'm like, I don't even get paid enough to have an opinion on this. That was kind of when I stopped doing hair, but I've done makeup for photo shoots and stuff with local Denver photographers and just little things like that.
Oh, well, I think that does make you a professional. That sounds very legit.
Usually, if I do foundation, I kind of go in with my fingers and warm it up on the skin, and it blends so well.
Oh.
So I do that sometimes, or I just prime it on my brush and then just, tap it in.
Same.
Because then I find you're not using as much product as you think you need.
I guess I went pretty light with the foundation, but I can always circle back, put more foundation on.
But makeup is so fascinating to me. I mean, how long does it take you to get ready? When I go for work, you know what I look like. And it's probably 15, maybe 30 on my days when you're wow, you look really pretty. Those are 30-minute days. And then normal days, it's 15.
Yeah.
I try to make it quick.
30 minutes.
I think that's reasonable.
An average time.
I used to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours on my makeup every day.
Whoa.
Why?
What does that look like?
Oh, I would do crazy eyes. I would do purple eyes and glitter and gems and full beat.
Wow.
I was working at a dispensary at the time, and people come in to see my makeup of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lindsay, tell Olivia about is that part of your identity?
Oh, so Chelsea has this little red spot on her forehead right there, right between her eyebrows. And we went to go get facials, and the girl giving us the facials, she was asking what our skincare concerns were, what our goals are.
Yeah.
And she's like, what about this dot right here in your forehead? Is that part of your identity?
Would you be interested in getting
is that part of their identity?
Last night I was looking at it. It's been 6 months now. I was I think it is.
It's very bendy.
But it was such a funny thing to say.
Have you seen the hairdresser on TikTok that is like, may I touch you?
Yeah, I hate that.
Honestly, I appreciate being so conscientious. I think that's sweet. But at the same time, it's like, I came in here to get my hair cut. What are you going to do? Not touch me?
Literally your job. Like, please touch me.
Yeah, of course.
That you need my hands to touch your hair. Hang on one second.
Eyeliner.
She's going to do a stick right there.
Don't worry, I'm not
Your
going to
eyeball.
stab you in the eyeball.
I know.
But yeah, it kind of feels so.
It would be funny. It would be good content if you did.
Chelsea went blind during this recording due to me stabbing her in the eyeball.
That was such a drag.
All right. I feel like I should put a little bit more foundation on this side.
Here, do you want some?
Yeah.
She uses a much smaller brush. She lays it over here.
I like that brush.
Get a smaller brush.
I like this one. There's another one that I like. That's the thing. Once you know the rules, you get to break them.
What are the rules
Of makeup? I mean, there's some.
What are they?
I think cream products have to go down first. Like, you can't put creams on top of, like, a powdered face,
Mm-hmm.
But then you can, kind of.
Then you can. Like, what about the Patrick Ta blush combo?
Exactly. But that's also, it's formulated mindfully, and then it's also, if it's applied mindfully, then, like, yeah, you can break those rules. But then you can also fuck yourself up. Have you ever done that before, where you try to put on sealer over a powder or something?
Oh, yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah, and everything separates, and you're like, oh, well.
And it's, like, chunky and...
What are the other rules?
Let's see.
Well, like, highlight and contour.
That's, subjective. It's like placement of highlight and contour is really dependent on your face shape
Totally.
and what your goal is with it. I would also say if you're not layering like a cream and a powder, then none of your makeup is going to stay on all day.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's the other thing we were talking about dewy makeup earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And is this good or bad?
She looks
Settled in.
like Butch, her dog, just getting a belly rub right now, a tongue sticking out of her mouth. Like,
Got a red rocket right now if you look close enough.
My red lipstick.
So the dewy thing that was going on, a lot of people do it to the point where they look like their face is wet and sweaty, but it is a little bit overkill. How do you get that look if you're not putting powder on your face? And then also, how is your makeup staying at all? It looks like it's slipping off.
they look very wet.
Yeah, very, very wet.
Probably went a little too matte today, but the natural oils break through and I'm naturally glowy all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, fuck you for that.
I'm just so perfect. And
I'm just naturally glowy.
yeah.
Fuck you and your dry skin.
Another makeup rule would be you definitely got to do skin prep before.
Remember, like in the early 2000s when we're just rubbing matte mousse all over our faces?
Yeah.
What was that?
Matte mousse? It was like a grease paint.
It came in a compact container,
And they still make it.
but it's like a mousse consistency. It's thick.
So thick. You take so much of it and all over everywhere. It was so horrific. There's this girl on TikTok that does that too, and she'll do her
Meredith
makeup. Yeah. And it's so scary. I can't believe I was allowed to leave the house.
I wasn't really allowed to wear makeup until maybe 7th grade. And then I was a raccoon with my eyeliner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not enough eyeliner in the world existed. And I didn't really wear foundation.
So I would take my mom's foundation, and that was the funny thing because she's several shades darker than I am. My mom is like deep olive skin tone, and I'm like very, very fair, whitest foundation you can find. Oh, so when I wore her makeup, and I would have a perfect line down there. So honestly, I miss it a little bit.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I felt so good at the time.
Reminiscent.
Yeah. Looking back, I don't think I would feel good if I did that like now. But
You miss feeling.
yeah, it was like, I'm the baddest bitch. Everyone can go fuck themselves. No one can do a smoky eye like me. Okay, so when I want to do more of a wing shape, sometimes I use tape, but I found it's like so much easier. I'll take this side of things and just put it right there.
She's using the edge of the Lumi Glow foundation and then using her brush to swipe across, so then there's like perfect wing.
Well, it's like PBS Mary.
Well, just in case you're not watching on YouTube, you know.
Oh, I just like how you did it. It sounded great. Very professional.
This is literally the only thing I can say professionally.
Great. It was very well. Well done. Well delivered. I got in trouble yesterday at work because I was talking shit to Casey. I'm like, you really think you should be eating those fried raviolis? And Lindsay's like, Chelsea, we don't talk that way here. And I was like, I talk with her. She and I are friends. She got it.
My God,
I feel like people with issues are the ones that can talk shit the most.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Don't shush me. Like, I'm not trying to convince anybody else to have an eating problem. I'm just calling around their shit. Like, it's funny.
Oh, it's so valid. But it comes from a loving place.
I know. My issues are valid because we were talking about like how some people get to just eat and they don't care.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, God, I'd give anything to know what that feels like.
I think it's called food noise when you're like, constantly thinking about food. My life revolves around it.
That's what Ozempic is for, is so that you can quiet the food noise. That's what they say. I'd be sharing my needles with you guys if I did.
I'd share a needle with you guys too.
That's true friendship right there.
I feel like I would need someone to stab me with that for sure. Like I could not do that myself.
Same. Plus, I want to do it with a friend. It'd be way more fun that way. You can complain about it and like commiserate and be like, and then you have like
just together.
You have like a pact that's like, okay, when I say it's too much, then you're gonna have to stop.
Yeah.
Like the blood pact.
Yeah.
I'll tell you to stop before your skin falls off.
Oh my God. Are you still allowed to like get Ozempic? Is it like still hard to get or?
No.
It's just expensive.
I also feel like everyone that I've seen use Ozempic is not someone that I'd be like, oh, you need Ozempic. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's because they've been on it.
Yeah, that's true.
There's one guy at work who comes into work. I'm like, you look good. His face is like this.
Oh, wow.
Someone's been mewing.
What does that mean?
Mewing? Do you know about mewing?
No,
It's this thing you do with your tongue, right?
You kind of like stick the back of your tongue to the palate of your mouth.
And it's supposed to make your jaw stronger and give you like more hollowed cheeks if you do it constantly. Mm-hmm. This is very popular in middle schools in America right now.
With the boys.
I'm not kidding. This is the...
Right.
Like, if you can't talk because you're mewing, you can't talk mewing.
Do it.
Do it. No, I don't know how to do it. I think you just like suction your tongue into the back of your throat.
No, not like that. That's gonna be like Zoolander.
Give me your best blue steel. Okay, relax your face, please.
I haven't mastered the powder puff yet.
Don't move to a powder puff because
Look at how many powder puffs I have.
This is my first one, actually. I really like it, though.
Yeah, I've got 6, and then I used maybe one of them, but I feel like I'm putting too much powder on.
So I saw this girl say you put it on and then you rub it in. So you don't do too much.
I also am living life dangerously because I took the whole top off of the powder.
Oh my God.
I know. Well, I couldn't get the little sticker off.
God forbid you sneeze.
I know. I know.
Take that allergy pill.
It's going to look like it's snowing in here.
I drop mine like all the time, so I cannot. But this is the one I was telling you that I got. It's the Patrick Star One Size Beauty one. But I just brought the translucent because I used the pink one, but I feel like I'm too fair.
What's the product that you got that you're in love with?
It was this one. And then also the Armani concealer.
That's it.
Yeah. The Armani concealer.
You guys, Armani concealer. It's so nice. It has like a little bit of a sparkle in it, which love. But I've never had anything feel and look so much like skin before.
Oh.
So I spend the money for it.
Okay. Do you have the Armani foundation?
No.
Do you think it's worth the hype?
I don't know. I don't really use that much foundation. I just kind of like conceal.
It must be nice having nice skin.
Oh my God. That's what she says to me all the time.
You and all these TikTok creators, you guys are like 25 years old with perfect skin. Everything looks stunning.
Mm-hmm. See it. It's like baby face.
It's so nice of you to say. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way. I used to like record makeup tutorials on like Snapchat when Snapchat was really popular.
Oh, Lindsay.
And
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Big Snapchat girlies.
Back in the day, but I only Snapchat my husband.
You said you didn't used to be like a caller type person.
No. She had to make me into a caller because I'm definitely not a texter.
Oh, I'm not a texter.
I feel like I don't even text you that much.
No, she responds like a mother.
Yeah.
I don't respond to Chelsea.
One to like, no, she doesn't.
I'm not.
She straight ignores.
It's so funny. I'll look at her text and be like, oh my God, she's so funny.
Okay, I feel like I do that a lot too. And like in my mind, I responded.
I'll be like, oh, I love her. She's so cool and fun. And then I like don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I just get annoyed. I'm like, what the fuck is communicating for?
Or I would say we're not like a texting conversation fully back and forth.
Yeah.
Like how some people will actually have a full out conversation.
Tell her what we do instead, which is like twice as
Do you do voice notes?
This is much. No, we do videos, which is even better.
That is
so unhinged, actually.
I don't know what that means in this regard.
It's extra. Like, it's a lot of effort. Oh, yeah. But so it's like basically you're using Snapchat, but you're just texting it to each other. So, like, you can keep it forever.
Yeah.
Kind of sweet. Mm-hmm. It's endearing.
We don't care about the keeping forever, but
we just do that.
It's so much easier.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
The other day, I was sending her a video that was 5 minutes long, which is too long to send over texting. But thank God he called me.
That's so annoying. We can send trillions of gigabytes of data.
Yeah, right.
But I can't send you a 5-minute video.
Right? It is. I guess that's what Marco Polo is for.
Oh, do you guys use that?
No.
I use that with my other friend, Lindsay.
Oh, so you let her have other friends? That's generous of you.
She let me have one.
Oh. My best friend just started working at the restaurant we work at, and I saw her talking to one of our coworkers, and I was like, "Are you friends with her now? What is that about?" She was like, she was just asking me some questions. I was like, "Well, what was she asking you? why was she asking you? What are you talking about?" I was so upset and offended. And then I had a dream where I got upset at her, and I texted her in the morning, and I was like, "I have a problem with you, actually." I had a dream that she cleaned my apartment, which she did the day before because I was sick, and so she came over to make me soup and clean, and she did some laundry, and it was really sweet.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
I
wow.
was so annoyed about it. I was like, "You're making me feel like shit right now." I know, because I feel like I'm not clean enough, and so someone else has to do it for me, but it's internal thing, and so I was annoyed. And I told her, I was like, but then I had a dream about it too, where I actually got upset at her, and I texted her, and she was like, "I know you were mad about that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, good."
Oh,
I know.
so you're the one that's unhinged.
I am.
I was telling Chelsea on the way over here that I'm never going to clean my house ever again.
Oh.
Because yesterday, my husband was skiing, so he wasn't going to get home till later, and I had a couple hours to kill. So I said, okay, I'm going to sweep, I'm going to mop, and I'm going to straighten up the couch, and I'll start a load of laundry or two.
Wow.
I know. And I did all the things.
You did all of that yourself?
And then you know what he did today?
What?
He swept, and he mopped, and he reorganized the couch again, and
How dare
he finished the laundry.
Okay, so actually, should we kill him?
No.
Oh, I'm just
No, he's an angel.
That's so nice.
He's so sweet.
I like when men are acts of service men.
It might be OCD for him, but
it benefits you. So
but it
that's
benefits me. So yeah,
He's so sweet.
I know, because I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get Wifey of the year because I cleaned today. You have to understand that I can count on one hand the amount of times I've done laundry in the past
So he takes
5 years.
That's so nice. That's quite rare, I think, these days.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It is.
You just have no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Well, in my generation, none of the people.
First, you spend time with the person that does do nice things for you.
Of course, the man that does the things for me. I have a man that does things, but
So yeah.
I'd tell him to do it.
Yeah, but he's doing it. So they do it.
10 years of marriage, you learn it. It takes a minute.
It does take a minute. It's been trained over time because when I was in school, I didn't have time to do anything. And that's how it started.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this is a good thing we got going on. Why would I change it?
Yeah. My ex used to do a lot of things for me too, but it became a point of contention, right? It's not 50-50, you're not doing enough. So I think maybe that kind of stems from it.
Oh, I see.
But that's something that I can certainly grow, and improve on.
Let people do things for you.
Jesus.
Be better.
It feels wrong to ask for help sometimes.
I like to think, is someone offering your help going to help me with the greater good towards others?
Oh.
Or am I the only one that's going to benefit when somebody asks me? Like if somebody asks me if they can help me at work, usually if I need it, I say yes.
Good about it.
Because that means there's so many other people depending on the outcome that it's I can only do. So I think about it like that.
That's smart. Where do you start when you need to ask for help, though? Well, I think if I make it better about it at home, boy that I dislike, can you go pick this prescription up for me or go do this? And he's always like, yeah, sure, no problem. But then he does it, and I'm like,
You're annoyed.
We're both
I don't know.
I'm shooting.
No.
Yeah.
The looks on our faces are perplexed.
Saying it out loud, it makes me feel actually insane.
Are you annoyed when he does it?
This man has not a single
Oh.
flaw, though.
So then this is circling back to you're not feeling good enough.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Should we talk about the confidence?
Olivia she's got a bit of an issue.
Okay.
With confidence.
Yeah,
Okay.
confidence is a thing for
Is
me.
my makeup done?
Just about. I was going to give you some setting spray.
Are we gonna do a judge? How are we judging?
I think you judge.
You judge.
Yeah. Do you want to do your own mascara? And your lips probably too.
Yeah. Do you want smoochies or do you want?
No.
See, look at you asking for help.
You know, we have no issue asking for help.
No, it's
at all.
really easy.
I think something I love about Chelsea is the more that I talk to her, I feel like I'm like asking myself more questions. I'm like, why am I like this?
That's so Wait, so what's your confidence story?
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's so good.
So I
really set this one up.
I was like 19. This is so upsetting. She's not going to be able to sit through this. Okay, so I really wanted this tattoo of a snake, and they did it on this person's hand. Wait, I'll show it after. So I book with my regular tattoo artist, and then he calls me day of and is like, I'm sick. I can't tattoo you today. Like, I'm so sorry. And I had been saving for this tattoo for a while. And so I like had the money, and I just like really wanted to go do it. And so I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go to a shop like down the street. And so I went to the shop, and there's this like guest artist there. He was from Greece, and he definitely like spoke English, but he was like very like annoyed that I was existing in this. Like he was clearly like just like, I don't know. Do you guys have tattoos?
Yes, but I don't have a tattoo artist on call.
Like I don't. Yeah. Well, I have like a guy that I like.
I don't have a guy.
I wish he was on call.
I got a tattoo in the basement of my friend's house when I was drunk. Like those are my standards of tattoos.
Okay. I would. That was like the first thing I did the day I turned 18. I was like, I need tattoos, because that was like a big part of like how I perceived myself. I was like, I'm gonna be tatted up and have piercings and all of that stuff. Like I just knew that that's what I wanted.
Smart.
Okay, she's so sweet. That's supposed to be so tatted up. And this one tattoo artist had told me you should have your sleeves done by the time you're 24, because afterwards it starts to like hurt a lot more. The older you get, they like hurt more, and then your skin isn't as supple.
Less supple skin.
Yeah, like
you do start to lose collagen after 25.
Yeah.
What are you gonna tell you?
So I think he was a little bit right about that. Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, not that funny yet.
It sounds like he just wanted to make more money.
Yeah, oh totally. So go to this random shop, get this guest artist, and he puts the stencil on me for the tattoo I want. And I look at it and I'm like, I don't love it, but like it'll probably look better as a tattoo. And so I don't say anything. And I hated the placement. Also, there's makeup on the tattoo. I hope you cry all your makeup off. I think you might. It's such a life lesson. I have a picture of what the tattoo is like supposed to look like. But okay, so this is the tattoo, right? And I wanted his head was up here and the little tongue came up here.
Okay, but she wants the snake head on her middle finger.
Yeah, like on the knuckle.
All right, describe it.
Yeah, so so there's a snake on my wrist, and it goes up my hand, and then the tongue goes onto the middle finger. And so it's supposed to be very cool and badass, of course.
Yeah.
And then the snake also like has eyes as its like scales. Did you notice that?
Oh.
Of course not, because it's terrible.
Yes. And it goes down a little bit past your wrist, and then
flower.
Is that a hibiscus flower?
God. Okay. So this guy does it, and at first, like I honestly, the flower didn't look like this when he drew it as a stencil, and I was like, okay, like whatever, it's not perfect, but I'll get so many tattoos that no one will ever notice. And so he's done tattooing me, and I'm watching him do it the whole time, and I'm just like, oh, this is really not what I had. And the shading was so dark, and the picture that I showed him, it was line work, very dainty and delicate.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like so not what I asked for, and I was just like paid for it and left. And I tipped him probably like $100.
Oh my god.
It was so upsetting. And I had a friend there who was such a bad fucking friend, because they didn't say anything. They weren't like, you don't look happy, or they, which I can't blame her. Of course, it's my body. But I don't think they really like emphasize that tattoos are permanent. I really feel like there should be more emphasis. So you need to have the confidence to tell your artist that you don't like it, or you want them to move it. And I didn't have the confidence, because I didn't want to like not be cool. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. So I'm easy. This is so frustrating.
I'm like, I love that. And she's like, Olivia said, oh, I hate it.
It's my least favorite tattoo.
And she's like, oh, so here's, because I hate it, and I didn't have the confidence to tell him I didn't like the tattoo. And I'm like, hold up. You have that fucking tattoo all on your hand because you couldn't say no? On my hand, it's the person fucking idiot. And I've always said something about it. It's such a bad reminder.
I was like, I'm like, this day. You want to speak up? It's something you have to look at every
For the rest
day, the rest of your life.
of my life.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
it's insane.
I was flunking. She's crying. And then like for weeks, I would just bring it up. I just like show her the tattoo. And it happens in every aspect of my life. Like this hairdresser, who's a friend of mine that I used to do hair with. And I told her, like, I don't want to be super blonde and I don't want layers. I just wanted like a couple highlights. I looked like blonde and I had highlights up to the root. She gave me layers, which I like asked her not to do. And I was like, so frustrated and no one even listens.
And then when you left, you're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I love it.
Thank you so much. And I went home and cried and bought hair dye and did it myself because just might as well just, because you have to do everything yourself these days.
Okay.
Sure.
This is a nice.
We're not afraid to ask for what we want.
And we get it.
Well, yeah, we get
I'm
it.
taking you to my next tattoo appointment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Episode, maybe we can drop a link for like a GoFundMe for.
All right, guys, you decide. What do you think? Who's the winner?
Well, let me see. You look stunning on both sides.
Like the way you did her eyes better. I like thicker,
like a little thicker liner.
Yeah.
I like the way you did her face.
I do. I like her skin. Wait, I can't really see.
I went a little bronzer heavy.
Yeah, you did.
But she knows me. Yeah. I do go bronzer.
Okay,
so yeah.
I've been a little bit trying to do less bronzer on myself because I feel like it looks weird because I'm so pale though. So I'm still learning.
Oh, did you fill in your eyebrows a little bit too?
Just a teeny.
Yeah. I like that. Oh, I think you look stunning on both sides. I like the cheek.
I like the cheek on the side too. I love a blush.
Yeah.
I love
a blush, but I know she likes a bronze. So I tried to go more.
Sucks.
I know. Sucks for you. But you know what? There's always more bronzer to be had and blush. No one covered up the third eye.
No, it's part of my identity.
Yeah. I love it.
Like it wears off anyway.
I love this. And let me know how it wears. Be careful though, don't like rub.
Don't touch your face
At all.
What do you think about your final look?
I love it.
Yay.
What would you change? Or
Let's see. I like seeing myself with a different. This is what I normally do, and I like it. But it's neat to see something different, like a different way of doing it. So I am a creature of habit, and usually tend back to a lot of bronzer on my cheekbones. I use it like blush. So this is really fun. And then the eyes. Yeah, Lindsay, I do like it. I like how you did a cat eye that sweeps up because I have hoods.
You're so hood.
Olivia, I like the face. Lindsay, I like your eyeball.
Yeah, I like the blush and lifted look. You look so good.
I feel really good. I feel so much prettier than when I sat.
No, I learned a lesson. Use a little smaller brush. So,
and what? Prime this little under eye?
oh yeah. I really have to do that. Like I can't not do it.
Thank you, Olivia, so much for joining us today. And it was so fun to do a makeup face off. And I would say that it is a tie because I won the eye and you won the face. And I won all around because I learned a whole bunch of new tips and tricks. So make sure you share this episode with your bestie, like, subscribe, follow at Honestly Smart Liz on Instagram and TikTok because it still exists, and YouTube. And make sure you give us 5 stars wherever you listen to your podcast on Apple, Spotify, etc. And 5 stars only, okay? And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.